What's up, guys? It is Flex, and I'm gonna bring a game, an Alistar support game now. Like I said, normally I'm exclusive to like top, mid, and jungle, but I do want at least everyone out there that wants to participate in Flex does reviews and Flex spectates that it. For support, I do know I'm knowledgeable of support. Support is like, I don't know, I rank support and jungle damn near same, and my favorite role of course is top lane, and my second favorite is jungle. But since I rank support as influential as junglers, then like towards the game, then I guess you can say support is my second favorite role as well. Now, with that in mind, I don't play support as much as I should because I feel that supports in this elo have a lot to put up with, not only from junglers but also the AD carry. Normally when you go top lane, you just have to worry about your jungler, but and again that speaks for the elo because normally when I have a few of the games in Diamond, I've actually had the privilege of playing with a good team, and I don't only worry about the jungler. The jungler isn't the only one to help me. The top laner helps me, or the mid laner helps me, even the support helps me. Playing with a good team. Alright, so again, we got warded here, and I wanted to make sure that I at least put a ward out and counter ward here, so I put it right there. That goes for that. Very risky for me to go out on my own, but this is solo queue, so I kind of figured that nobody would even be there. Let me go ahead and move this out. I didn't realize. So it's right here. Rek'Sai starts blue buff. I'm assuming for the invade, because of course normally the only time I'd ever start blue buff is if I'm gonna invade at the enemy red. So I started Q. I think it's pulverize, and we walk into lane. Now my number one focus here is to tank the harass from Braum on Sivir. And it didn't really cross my mind early, but then I realized, what, I gotta tank stuff for this Sivir. So we got Braum down quite a bit, but again, the dude has 4 pots. So it's like, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I had the wrong masteries and runes, by the way. Again, this is my Smurf, so I was using 80 reds, 80 quints. I was using my AD page, Because at that point, I was like, you know what, I have to tank. I gotta start tanking for this Sivir. I can't let her get down too low, so. Notice that I'm like right here, I'm walking up just to like stop his advance. The Q goes out, and I'm like, okay, she has her spell shield, so she should be using it, but. Again, now I'm just walking into the bush and trying my absolute best to just tank in front of Braum to make sure that he doesn't get any more harass out. Again, save your charge. If you're supporting, normally you use your charge as soon as possible, but here you're going to see that I saved my charge for the cannon minion. This is really good for us. The Braum flash. I was hoping she would flash in. Maybe we can get some the ignite going or something. But I really don't trust anyone in the CeeLo unless I'm duo queuing. Failed the combo there, but we had level 3, and I was like, we'll try and get a fight off here. It didn't go that well. It's no big deal. Again, I'm working the bushes and I'm standing in front of Sivir to make sure I tank any harass. That's kind of like what you want to do, especially if you're using someone like Alistar. You just stand in front of them. Whenever they advance up, you advance up to meet them, and they'll move back. I'll tank the Q, I don't mind. It only deals like 80 damage to me. Again, I'm pacing the backline here because just in case we get a gank going off or something. If Master G comes, I'm there to react quickly since I don't have a ward. He shows top lane, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. So now I just start going to zone out. I go ahead and pull the wave just so we can get the level 5 advantage. I wanted to keep Tristana from rocking that last auto, so I just headbutted her away. But again, it was a pretty good trade for Sivir. We got it pretty low, and She's gonna take even more harass here, which is great for us. With my ignite ready, I'm trying to just conserve mana. See, I'm standing in front of him just to make sure he doesn't get any free harass off. But like right now at this point, I'm trying to conserve my mana, save my charges for the cannon, and get ready to go for the all-in. I'm level 5. So here's the level 5. I go up for put the ward down, and Sivir has a really good trade and gets them both pretty low. At this, I flash in and I ignite the wrong person. That's so dumb though, right? Please fix this. I mean, this isn't the dumbest thing you've ever seen. I mean, I get I felt the ignite, but like, watch this. She's stunned, she presses W, and she still gets the jump. Makes no sense. Whatever. Again, that was on me because I felt the flash. I felt the ignite. But again, we still zone him out pretty hard. Clear the wave, and then we go for Drake. Again, I'm trying my best to take as much damage as I can from the Drake so that Rexac can go on and jungle him. So Renekton gives up first blood in the top lane. Renekton actually struggled quite a bit early. I was a little concerned. I went up to go roam top, but then I realized like Renekton's not even there yet. I went ahead and rushed the Moby Boots and bought a green ward. The Moby Boots because I like to make an impact and roam a lot as Alistar. That's just what I do. There's our level 6. I go ahead and pull right there just so she can last hit them with the bouncing blades. I think that's not bouncing blades. I don't know what it's called, but I do that quite a bit where I'll use my combo on the minions so that she can wave clear even faster. Alright, so I see Lux and I go ahead and ping that I'm going towards Lux because I can dive. If we stop and look at Lux she's got no mana and 250 HP. I have Ignite and I don't have Ignite, but I do have my ultimate, which makes this for a very easy gank. However, good thing for the ward because I was able to let Sivir know. Wow, I'm actually gonna watch Sivir. Lux ended up leaving, but I want to watch this. Okay, she ulted and then dodged the Q. That was well played. I'm surprised she didn't die on her own. But again, I kind of figured that I was seen on the ward because who is messaging me? Good lord. Sorry about that. Alright, sorry about that. Again, Lux ended up recalling before I could make an impact in the mid lane, so my roam was pretty wasted. Next item I got. Oh, I haven't even recalled yet, my bad. Alright, so here's the jump. My pulverize is on cooldown, so I was looking to W, and I ended up W in here, but I got knocked up, so the W didn't really take effect. That was a really good spell shield. Not really, actually. Alright, so I bait this really well. I saved my ultimate, there's the exhaust, and that, like I said, I pretended to turn around as if I was running away. We get the bait for the jump out, and I just pop my ulti, direct. Don't kill this guy, but we do kill her, I believe. No, we just leave, we get away actually. Yeah, I'm gonna break down this fight and see what I could have done better. This actually, I don't even know what to say. Sivir's at half HP for some reason, and everyone else is fine. So she must have taken some free harass somewhere or something, because I mean, if you get level 6 Sivir against level 6 Tristana, she's at 50% HP, probably with a Braum passive, it's gonna be pretty hard to deal with. So that was really well played on Tristana. She knew just to jump in, even if Braum wasn't there. Braum lands the Q that I should have taken, and nothing I could do from there. Bait that pretty well. We just took the kill. This was a pretty long fight because Renekton showed up. Again, I'm coming up. Notice that I'm not running straight towards them. I'm running upwards to try and... our paths will eventually intersect. Okay, I'm walking here, it's gonna make a line like this, they're gonna make a line like this. Like eventually we're gonna meet somewhere. So that's typically how you want to fight, like run up to somebody. You don't want to just run straight at them, you know. You always want to try and use the distance, use the geometry, use the math that you learned in school, and know that you're gonna meet them here. Hypotenuse, baby. I'm a math major, don't judge me. I'm being a nerd. Again, I had to walk up a little bit just to make sure I get the pull on both of them. Get the kill. We get 2 kills there, so I'm cool with it. Alright, next thing I'm getting is I go ahead and upgrade my my Targons, and I get a pink ward just for the river to make sure. I didn't use it. Oh yeah, there you go. I failed a combo there. Reason for that. That's fine. We still got a lot of damage off there. I mean, throwing out combos pretty useful because, I mean, at the very worst case, you throw out a combo, you stun someone for 1.5 seconds or whatever, and you know you deal some damage to them. I mean, hopefully your ADC is smart enough to follow. So we saw Master Yi on the ward, and I wanted him to know he knew he was there. The Q there would have been nice because I had Ignite. I think I had Ignite. I did. I was up in like 25 seconds. Nothing happens there. Whatever. I did call for the dive here. Especially here I called for the dive. I did have Flash. But I knew that if I go in for the Flash Q, Tristana can heal before Silver can deal the damage needed to kill her. But my Ignite just came up, so I said, okay, I'm just going to do this on my own, because, I mean, it's solo queue. You can't really rely on other people. So, sure enough, I come in with the Flash Head Pull into the Ignite, and GG. Now, if we look a little closely, you're probably going to see that I did not need the Ignite. But, yeah, I didn't need the Ignite, but I didn't care. Again, I'm taking the turret shots, I'm taking everything, that's your goal. I jump back in because I needed to land the pull. Just to make sure I get the assist in there. And then here comes Master Yi, who thinks he can 3v1. God, I love Master Yi players. They're on the enemy team at least. I knew he was going to come up for me. Regardless, I hit the pull, and he's dead from there. With the double knockup. Rest in peace. What's that barrier? And then we go for our second drink. Really easy from there. Again, I didn't get a Sightstone. I don't even get a Sightstone this game. Like that looks really bad, but I mean I'm balling here. I get the early face of the mountain. I get the Moby boots for the roam. Combo. He jumps in because Master Yi was there. But again, the damage we were able to get the damage there from Silver. I used the headbutt to knock back the Yi. Then the pull there. Lux just out of range. I pinged for it that I was going to tank the tower, but LeBlanc didn't feel like the kill. I hate having Yi or Rengar on my team. I actually don't mind Rengar when they gank. Like, people don't understand. Like, when I use Rengar, I gank. I take blue buff and Scuttles or something. I'll take blue buff and Gromp, and then I'll go bot lane with 5 Ferocity. I'll try and get a gank off. And then I'll go mid lane after getting 5 stacks from Scuttles. Then I'll go get red buff, and then I'll go get top lane. Like, I actually gank as Rengar, and that's why I like it. Because Rengar already becomes a really good assassin once he gets some gold in his hand. If you get it a lot earlier in ganks, it's really strong. Same thing with Master Yi, but Master Yi has no like CC whatsoever. Get the combo on Vladimir, ignite soon after to make sure he can't regen anything. And even if he managed to get the pull out, at that point the ignite would have killed him after he burns the HP from the pull. So he comes in and face checks us thinking he can tank. No, not really, bud. There's the ignite. And again, I can dive in like that. You know why I can dive in? Because I have my ultimate. I popped it there and it dealt no damage to me. But honestly, there's another combo really easy. You can't be afraid to tower dive as Alistar, especially if you have your ultimate. Like, Alistar ultimate is Probably one of the dumbest ones in the game. You can be level 6 and just walk through a tower as if it's nothing. Alright, next thing I'm going for is my Aegis. And I went for Locket primarily because I like having shields when I use Alistar. Alright, so I have my flash up. I'm ready to make a play. I got my 2 carries with me. Get a flash head pull or flash, yeah, headbutt pulverize. Some really good damage. There's the face of the mountain. There's the bowl. It's a really good combo. I would say that. And oh, I just autoed him to death. Yeah, and a really nice flash head pull. We got exhausted, so immediately here what I do is I turn straight for the Braum. I landed the combo, they regressed, and Braum was the only one that actually moved up, so the goal there was for all 3 of us to target the Braum and melt him immediately before he casts his ulti. Or he just used his ulti, my bad. So the goal was to melt him as soon as we can. Sivir got exhausted. I'm here just trying to auto the front line and kill them. There's the heal, face of the mountain goes on Sivir right there. And I still auto attack the minion there to make sure that the face of the mountain or the face of the mountain proc goes onto Sivir and gives her some HP. Like people really underestimate, like, I mean, that's not, I'm not saying that's all a challenger mechanic, but I mean, just know that, you know. Alright, Braum is in his pool. I have a couple stacks of face of the mountain. I'm gonna go ahead and proc it. Right there, boom. Auto attack, give her some HP, 72 health. And there you go, that's simple. Again, it's 22 minutes into the game and I don't have a Sightstone. I mean, did I need one? I didn't need one. Should I get one? Yes, I should, but I felt like I didn't need it. I mean, our team was rotating really well. Everyone on the team was warding. I was sweeping. Nice little combo there. Basically 2v3 here. I'll go ahead and say a Sightstone is required every single, no matter what you build. Like, or no matter what you're building, how late into the game, you need to get a Sightstone on the support. But like, I don't know. I felt like Locket and Face of the Mountain Rush, I felt it was good, and then Locket, well, because I like that item. They have Vladimir. So, if Vladimir ultis 5 people, you pop Locket on all your teammates. Tanks 150 damage, you know, better than tanking no damage. So. Finish my Locket. I'm buying blue pots because, like I said, I don't really have the correct runes and masteries, so I need to actually get some combo. I walk in because I'm daddy. Pop my ulti and everything's all a-okay, baby. Oh man, I did that to proc my face of the mountain. Yeah, now it's just a bunch of trolling. I end up dying here. Rep the KDA. My first death. I think I ended 3-1 and 13, or maybe 3-2. Alright, I think I ended like 3-1 and 20 or something. I don't know. Shut down. Spoiler. Yep. Next thing I'm going for is Mikhail's. The Mikhail's mostly just for Braum stuns and Lux roots. Again, I could have gotten a Sightstone there with the gold I spent on, or the gold I had. But I was like, you know what, nah, I'm gonna go for CDR. A nice little mechanic to know is right before someone goes in, or a nice little thing to know, right before you know someone who's about to dives, just give them face of the mountain, give them that little shield, and then they'll go in and engage with a nice shield. You ever get someone like Wukong or someone Malphite that you know is going to engage like 100%, you can go ahead and do that. Sometimes people ask me like, oh, I don't know, I can never land an Alistar combo, how do you do it? My thing is I W them, and before my W is about to land, I pop my Q. Like, my W didn't go up there, so I just Q nothing. But that's usually the combo I like to use. Nothing gets done here. I just start taking the tower on my own. The tower. And then I just go for the Nexus. But again, like, I didn't get a Sightstone. You know, I mean, did it cost us a game? Did we lose? No. So, I mean, the build path of question, well, everyone will tell you, oh, you should have gotten Sightstone instead of Mobi Boots. But, you know, I guess it's because I knew they had a Master Yi jungle, like, we'd be okay, you know? And it's like, okay, they have Master Yi jungle. I don't know if he's going stacks or not, but regardless, he's probably just going to AFK farm. The Master Yi had already failed 2 ganks, like, died, so whenever I jungle when I die, when I'm trying to gank, I just get extremely discouraged to gank. I get really discouraged to gank, and then I just like start AFK farming in the jungle. I just assume everyone else does that, which is why after I saw he had died twice, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna hold off on the Sightstone. I'm gonna get the Mobi Boots. Like I said, normally when I get Alistar and I use Mobi Boots, I roam top, I roam mid, and everything. I didn't really roam so much this game. I tried to get a roam off mid, but it didn't really work out. But I mean, the idea, it was there, you know. I definitely attempted it, but I mean, the build path was okay. Again, like I said, when I use Alistar, I really love having shields because say we get in a massive team fight and everyone on my team is short damage. Everyone's damaged, okay? Everyone's hurt. We'll say everyone's at 70% HP, okay? So at that point, when everyone's 70% HP, I pop Locket and I heal. And I give everyone, what, 70 HP of sustainable health because they have to burn through the shields first. There's that. There's Face of the Mountain, which can be applied also. Like, I love it specifically on Thresh because with Thresh, you give someone Face of the Mountain, then you give them a Locket, and then you give them the Lantern Shield. It's like the best thing ever, you know? So, that's like something I like to do. I didn't get the new item. I didn't get Harbinger. I didn't get... I mean, I was going for Mikhail's, but I didn't get Harbinger, I didn't get Sunfire Cape, I didn't get Frozen Heart. I see a lot of people sometimes say, like, unless you're facing against 4 people on the opposing team that are auto attack based, you do not need to get a Frozen Heart, okay? Like, maybe you get one against, like, Callista, just for the aura, to keep it down, you know, maybe. That wouldn't be a first item rush, I definitely wouldn't. Maybe if I'm super fed, I'll rush it. And get it like before when someone's level 7, like level 7 Frozen Heart, of course. But I mean, I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of flack about the build path. Oh, you didn't get a Sightstone. You didn't get a Sightstone. I mean, come on, it's Master Yi. All right, I got the upgraded sweeper. I would sweep. I walked through the jungle with the Mobis, and I noticed they didn't even ward either. Okay, Braum did have a Sightstone, but I mean, it's not like he used it that well or that efficiently. Okay, and even if he did, I swept everything. But this was my Alistar game. A lot of fun. Like I said, break everything down. Try your best to tank for your teammate if there's harass. I'm not saying walk in front of a Morgana queue or something that can CC you for a long time, but like a Braum queue. What else? Maybe a Thresh hook, a Thresh flay or something. Like if you know your teammate's gonna get hit, just tank it. It's better than that 80 carry getting hooked or something, you know what I mean? A Blitzcrank, like just stand in front of them. But I hope this helps, I really do. This is my Alistar support. If you have any questions, let me know. Again, the runes and masteries were completely incorrect. So, I'm not even going to bother telling you my runes and masteries. Alright, so Barrier says, I like to get Frozen Heart if they have 3 auto attack champs. Because the CDR, mana, and armor are all really good, and the aura is really good. But rushed. Not rushed, but I tend to pick it up. I don't know, I just feel like it's a pretty empty build, like... pretty empty... Actually, that's a complete lie. Warden's Mail is very effective. And so is the Glacial Shroud for the CDR. I don't know. I mean, 1100 for Warden's Mail... 950 for a Glacial Shroud. If you buy 950 Glacial Shroud, you might as well just buy Harbingers. You know, just get the Harbingers and give your 80 carry a little boost. I don't know. I'm not a fan of Frozen Heart, honestly. I love the item for top laners, but as for for support, and I say this because people always get like more than one, and you're like, we just need one. You know, it's like getting 2 lockets. Like you just get 1 locket. Okay, if you really want a shield, then I don't know. Just let the support get Mikhails or something. But I hope this video helps, guys. I really do. Just focusing on trying to carry. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I helped carry this game. I'm 3-1-19. I definitely helped carry this game, and you can definitely carry from support. All right, guys, take care.